Hey all, Hipper here. So we are continuing our How to Battleship theme here because, well, sorry to say it, but Battleship players are usually the players in the game that needs the most help or guidance. And I'm playing the Yamato here, and we have a cruiser without camo here, and I'm just checking if he starts to reverse, because that would be a really bad sign, but he's not. So anyway, we are on what is probably one of the most boring maps here, but a very good battleship map. If you have, range and AP build, which I have. But have a look here what happens over on the right flank. You see the battleship over there behind the destroyer? He is moving in towards the middle of the map, instead of going for a position at the island in front of him, on the right flank, where he would be able to access crossfires, like the ones I'm getting here in the middle, and that's pretty much just because I am lucky. But you can slowly see the right flank. There's only a destroyer over there now. Destroyer is doing well. He's going ahead. He's spotting, at least for the time being, and that's good. Nothing to complain about there. And this wolfy YouTuber here, I don't think he's going to have anything for YouTube in this battle here. So, very nice salvo there, and we keep looking. What else is there we can fire at? Because we want some broadsides while we are getting positioned here. And the Montana is gone. That's a battleship down in the first minute and a half here. And as you can see, I spawned at B in the middle. So I am going for a position in the middle, because that's where I spawned. And see the battleship now, he is going for the same position I am. And that's just, that's a really bad idea. Because we're going to be two battleships in here now, sitting at the same spot. And really the only way that can be fixed is if I aim to the right of the island and he aims to the left of the island. I mean, that's better. I would still prefer that he actually stayed on his flank. No matter how lonely it might be over there, that's just too bad. I mean, sometimes you just, you don't draw the longest straw and you just have to make it work. But anyway, I'm getting into the position that I have been aiming for the whole time, right here. Because I have very good access to crossfires here, and I can cover 2/3 of the map, while at the same time keeping my own broadside safe. So we have an Iowa poking out here, and we're going to take a very nice shot at him. And that obviously is going to be very, very nasty for him, because he's gone. So that's two battleships I removed from the game now in the first 3 minutes. So this should be a very, very easy win. But have a look here over on the other flank now. The battleship on the left flank decides that, oh, this flank is not good. I'm going to go into the middle as well. And this moment right here is where we lose the battle. Because that is, yeah, just not the way to do it. I mean, if all the hard-hitting ships are sitting in the middle, you are just asking to get flanked and sunk. And obviously that's, we are in danger of happening here. And anyway, two battleships down. That means there's only two battleships left. And I get a very, lucky shot at this leg sensor in here. But like I said, two battleships down, that is the cue for cruisers to start to move up and put some pressure on the destroyers. Because I cannot push any further without getting into, destroyer territory. And with the team, the opposite of spread out, like they're all heading towards the middle of the map right now. And we already have two battleships right here. And there's a third on the way. And then there's a fourth, I don't know, heading into the, the horizon. I don't know what he's doing. But like I said before, as soon as that left flank started to have second thoughts, that's when we lost this battle here. Another thing to keep in mind is what I said before, that the battleship on the right flank, he left his flank and he went to the same spot that I'm in. And I mean, I spawned in the middle, so this is, in quotes, my spot. There's no point for him going here. But as you can see, he's poking around the same side of the rock that I am. And that's just a waste, and the cruiser is as well, but that's less of a problem. If he insists on picking the spot here, he should be aiming on the other side of the island, so we cover the whole map together. There's no point having 2 or actually 3 battleships in this like situation right here, shooting at the same third of the map, because we're not going to get any crossfires or nice juicy broadsides that way. It's just not the way you win, really. And as you can see, everything is failing now. We are getting flanked to the left, and the cruisers are hiding in the middle here. I don't have a good shot at them. The Bismarck looks like he's going to just head in, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I might as well join him, because that Baltimore in my spot, he's not pushing forward either, because you have to time your actions, and the Richelieu is 14 kilometers away. He's not a threat, and the other battleship is all the way over on the left flank, so there is nothing stopping that Baltimore from pushing in and trying to spook some destroyers, or kill some destroyers, really, because he has a radar. There's nothing stopping him pushing up into the middle of the map, really, all the way up to this Worcester here, and then popping the radar, and then we might be able to get rid of a few destroyers, because that's a problem now. The red team still has 2 destroyers, and they are down the carrier, and there goes the Bismarck. That was a bit of an overconfident push there, and I saw the way this battle was going. As soon as the Bismarck left the left flank, it was already not doing too well, because that battleship on the right flank insisted on picking the same spot as I did. And I mean, when you spawn on a flank, you should try to find a good position on that flank. And then later in the game, if you get pushed back or something happens, then sure, go and find a better position. But right off the bat, don't sit on top of another battleship and fire into the same quadrants that battleship already has covered. I mean, that's not going to be helpful. So because we're getting flanked here on the left side, I have to get into this position here, because I have to protect my broadside, and that means I have to give up some offensive capability, because I cannot sit broadside to that other battleship over on the other flank, and I don't really have a choice, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. And someone is capping our base, and yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a total mess after the first 5 minutes this battle here, and we were doing so well in the beginning. 3 minutes in, we had 2 battleships out. The carrier was gone about a minute later, and I mean, that's a victory right there. But it was still just managed to be thrown away, which is fine. It happens, and it happens all the time, really. And this is just a video to show how to lose a battle, really. I mean, don't stick together with other players. Go where your team isn't, like MetaJerk says, because that's the golden rule in anything except arena. In arena, it makes sense to stick together, because you are fighting 4 teams. But in standard battles, you have to spread out, and you have to spread your fire, and you have to have crossfire set up, and there is no point for battleships to just sit on top of each other, and it's just useless. So I've got the complaining chat wheel going really, really well here, because I'm a little bit disappointed in this performance here. I think I can say that. That's just this was a win. It was padded, and it was ready to go, and due to bad positioning and weird choices by the team, we managed to lose it. So there's just me left and the destroyer, and the destroyer started out well. He went to spot, but then he spent a minute or 2 sitting behind an island, and then he went all the way around the right side, which again is not helpful. Now I'm reversing too much, so I'm getting crossfired here, and luckily the battle ends before I get citadeled. But I hope this made at least a little bit of sense to you guys, and I got my point across that, you know, spread out, look for crossfires, look for broadsides, and don't lump together. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you out there.